Hello, amigos. ¿Cómo están? Welcome back to another episode of Flores Watch. Obviously, as you guys know, the series that we have where we talk about everything that's Marcelo Flores related, whether it be with Arsenal or with Mexico. So I lost a fair bit to catch up on, guys. Obviously, if you follow the series now, you would know that he played for Mexico for about 20 minutes a few days ago, about a week ago, um, against Guatemala. Didn't really have too much impact on that game. It was a bit of a difficult game to get into. Um, I thought he played well in that game, though. I think he, made some decent runs. Showcased the fact that once he's on the ball, first of all, off the ball, he can get into really good positions, and he proved that with this game, the Arsenal game we're going to talk about. But once he's on the ball, he reminds me of kind of a mix between Santi Cazorla in the sense that he twists and turns, and you never really know where he's going to go, and it's difficult to get the ball off him because he's quite short. Like Santi Cazorla was super short, but the benefit of that is he had low center of gravity. He could twist and turn, and get fouled a lot because obviously players will go in. It's difficult to get tackle in, so he showcased that a lot. And obviously, as soon as he gets the ball, every single time he'll run forward, run towards the goal. So he's very forward thinking. He reminds me of Santi Cazorla, but with kind of like the attack minded. I want to score. I want to have a shot of Alexis Sanchez. Prime Alexis Sanchez when he was doing decently at Arsenal. Always gets the ball, goes forward towards goal. See how close he can get to goal. He's very much like that. And I think he showcased that against Guatemala. But I think he should have started that game against Guatemala for us to really get a really good look at how he plays, because obviously I'm used to seeing him play game in game out with the Arsenal U23. So it would have been nice to see him get more. I mean, he got 20 minutes or so it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like the Chile game where he got like a minute and a half, but it still wasn't enough time. We needed I think he should have started. I think if there's another friendly coming up, maybe he starts that game, but we'll have to wait and see. But he did alright in that game. It's just the whole team kind of was um, not really up for it attacking wise against Guatemala, unfortunately. But it obviously flies back, and it wasn't even a week. It was like a couple of days later. Um, Plays the U23 last game of the season against Leeds. Obviously, there's not that many teams in the under 23s. We get 1-1 draw, which is not good because obviously it's 5 draws in a row now. But he goes and scores a goal, and for a while we were winning, and it was a really good goal. Obviously, we had a shot that was, I think, rebounded, and he was just in the right place at the right time to slot it home, which is what he does. Off the ball, he's very good at being in the right place at the right time. Um, yeah, so that's pretty sick. I mean, obviously, I tweeted out that because he transferred from the under 18s to the under 23s this season. I tweeted out um, like, I don't know how many I've got. I should have put it up, but these are like 6 goals and 2 assists for the under 18s in 11 games, and I think he played 10 games and got, I think, 3 goals and 1 assist for the under 23s. I mean, I've got the short of the video on my YouTube, so you can go and watch that anytime you want. But the commentators, I mean, the commentator for the goal, saying the excellent Marcelo Flores, the commentators and all the journalists that I follow that follow Arsenal rave about him. And there's people going, oh, there's people on Twitter, like particularly Canada fans, maybe not Canada fans, USA fans, that think he's overrated, blah blah blah. Mexico has a history of overhyping players. I get it. I've been a part of it. I admit it. This isn't overhype. He's at a Premier League club, and all the journalists and all the commentators are raving about him consistently. Um, when I say he's probably one of the two best players in the under 23s, it's him and Hutchinson, really. There's a couple of other players. BRF as well is pretty decent. Obviously, Patino I don't count as a U23 because I think he's more in the first team now. He's kind of like in that limbo. I think Patino might go on loan, to be honest with you. But he's up there. He's up there with the best players in the under 23s, and he's been there for 5 months ish, give or take a week or so. Um, so he's not only made the transition into the under 23s, he's done it brilliantly, and they're all raving about him. So it's not overhype because he's at a Premier League club. Premier League clubs know what they're talking about when it comes to good players, good youth players, especially Arsenal. Arsenal create good players and they transfer them into the first team. We've proven that time and time again, especially lately. Um, so when I hear people say, "Oh, he's overhyped. He's not that good," blah blah blah, you can't judge him on that 20-minute Guatemala run because the whole attack wasn't functioning against Guatemala, and also these players haven't played with each other. I guarantee you, he's played like the rest of his team. I think maybe once, maybe in the Chile game, maybe in training, yes, but in an actual game, I don't think he's played with any of them apart from a couple before. So you drop someone into a team that you haven't played against before. It's not like you're gonna be gelling together. You know, it is what it is. I just don't have a. I have a problem with the whole overhyped thing. He's not overhyped at all because there's seasoned journalists that follow Arsenal. Charles Watts, the Daily Cannon, um, Arsblog, and there's loads of George Bird. They all rave about him constantly, consistently, and they don't do that for players that are not that good. So hopefully that settles that debate. So yeah, the U23 season's done now, so that's beneficial because obviously it means that he's free now. So it's possible that he might be getting called up for the first team again. um, Maybe against Leeds. Instantly played Leeds on Saturday. In their last game, in U23's last game, played Leeds. Maybe he gets called up for Leeds. I don't think he gets called up for Spurs, but maybe Newcastle. I've got a funny feeling Newcastle or Everton, he gets called up. If top four is in the bag at the end of the year on London Derby, North London Derby, and we've got Newcastle and Everton to play, and it doesn't matter if we lose them, I think he gets called up, and I think a bunch of U23s might get an appearance. Maybe in the last 20 minutes of the Everton game, we're 1-0 up, 2-0 up. We've secured top four, maybe even top three. Why not bring Flores and Hutchinson on for their debuts? I mean, for Premier League debuts, that'd be absolutely amazing. It is a bit of a dream. Whether that happens or not is a question mark, but um, that's when I see him most likely getting his debut. Is those last two games of the season, if top four is secured. If it's not, then obviously I don't think any U23 players getting their debut. So because Hutchinson's still waiting for his as well. I can't remember whether he's got his first team debut. I think he has. But we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, guys, this might be the last Flores watch for video for a while. Obviously, there's no Mexico games coming up where he can play. There's no U23 games now. I think U18s are finished as well, if I'm not mistaken. He's not going to play for the U18s anyway. He's fully out of that group now. So yeah, I'll be back if he gets called up for the first team between now and the end of the season. If anything else happens, if he signs new deals or um, if he makes a decision on his international career, I'll come back. But at the moment, it's going to be the last Flores Watch video for a little while. So yeah, take it easy, guys. See, watch my shorts in the short section because there's some good ones on there. So yeah, take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys as soon as possible. So yeah, adios.